Hello, dear friends! It's English with Olga Vladimirovna Rozanova. About 500 years BC, there lived an ancient Greek philosopher, Zeno. He said, "The goal of life is living in agreement with nature." Can you guess about the topic of our lesson? We are going to speak about green places and ecotourism. We will get acquainted with some basic features of ecotourism, listen and read the text Green Places, watch the video and do some exercises. My dear students, if you watch my lessons not for the first time, then you certainly know about the special symbols that you can always meet in my lessons. Be attentive. Don't forget to stop the video lesson, do exercises and learn the new words. So, let's go! This is the vocabulary for today's topic. Listen and repeat after me. Concentration, damp, excavation, feature, fort, fossil, Gothic, World Heritage Site, legitimately, looting, monastery, outstanding, renaissance, sculpt, species, stronghold, value. The main questions of today's lesson are: what's ecotourism? How does it work? And how can we, as travelers, put the principles of ecotourism into practice? According to the definition of the word ecotourism in the Cambridge Dictionary, it's the business of organizing holidays to places of natural beauty in a way that helps local people and doesn't damage the environment. But if we look through the definition of the International Ecotourism Society, ecotourism is a responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. Education is meant to be inclusive of both staff and guests. So, now you can see that ecotourism is nature-based, educational, and supports conservation. For example, conservation of the environment and local traditions. The basic principles of ecotourism are: minimize any impact, promote respect for the environment and culture, and recognize the rights and beliefs of indigenous peoples. You could notice 3 tips that help us to put the principles of ecotourism into practice. The first is: never litter. Remove your trash anywhere you go. The second is: respect local traditions and etiquette. And the last is: follow designated trails. Don't disturb animals, plants, or their natural habitats. Now it's time to do the exercise. Listen and read the text Green Places. Complete the gaps with the correct forms of the words in brackets.
Green places. There are many beautiful places in the world to go on holiday, but there is also the worry that your tourism is damaging them. The UNESCO World Heritage List features 830 sites which have outstanding universal value around the world. It includes the Great Wall of China, the Galapagos Islands, the Florida Everglades and the Tower of London. Many of these places are officially endangered. However, UNESCO names 4 heritage sites which have been successfully restored and are no longer on the endangered list, making them fantastic holiday destinations. They are Angkor, Cambodia. Here you will see one of the world's most important archaeological sites. It is the remains of the ancient capital of the Khmer Empire and dates from the 9th to the 15th centuries. You can still see brick towers and huge stone temples among the ruins. Recently, it has suffered from illegal excavation and looting, but with the extensive preservation and restoration work, it is no longer in danger. The old city of Dubrovnik, Croatia. In this lovely city, you can see beautiful Gothic and Renaissance architecture and an ancient fort whose walls run around the whole city. It was severely damaged in the war in the 1990s, but the fronts of the Franciscan and Dominican monasteries and churches have been restored and the palaces have been rebuilt. So the old city is once more a wonderful place to visit. The Wieliczka salt mine near Krakow, Poland. This huge mine has been operating since the 13th century. It has got 300 kilometers of natural galleries filled with works of art, statues sculpted from salt, animal and plant fossils, tools and pottery. Preservationists have been working for almost 10 years to save them from the damp conditions. They were successful and the site is out of danger. Visitors can now go 135 meters underground. The Ngorongoro Conservation Area, Tanzania. Here you will find a huge volcanic crater, 265 square kilometers wide and 600 meters deep, as well as the world's largest concentration of wild animals. It is one of the few places in the world where you can see rare black rhinos, lions and many bird species. So when you visit one of these places of amazing beauty and interest, you can feel proud knowing that they are well preserved for future generations.
Now let's check your answers. You should get a list of 10 words. Universal, successfully, archaeological, illegal, restoration, architecture, civili, preservationists, volcanic, amazing. Let's do one more exercise. Match the words to their synonyms. Stop the video, do the exercise in your copybooks, and then continue watching and check yourself. Let's check if the matches are correct. Excavation, digging, looting, stealing, fort, stronghold, sculpted, carved, concentration, collection, officially, legitimately. Okay, now it's time for the last exercise, exercise number 3. Imagine that you are an ecotourist. What must and mustn't be done in specially protected natural areas? Place the answers in the appropriate baskets. Stop the video, do the exercise, and then continue watching and check yourself. Okay, now let's check your answers. Chop and damage trees? No. Recognize the rights of indigenous peoples? Yes. Take care of nature? Yes. Get acquainted with traditions of local residents? Yes. Walk the dog? No. Promote respect for the environment? Yes. Leave trash? No. Destroy bird nests? No. Fish, hunt and collect wild plants? No. Make noise? No. Have picnics and burn fires? No. Hooray! So, that's all for today. Our lesson is over. Take care and see you next time.